To say that I'm excited about this video would be a serious understatement. Back in July, I was hanging out with my family and my sister-in-law said, you know what you need to do, girl? You need to do Halloween costumes. At the time, I was just doing plus size subscription unboxings and I had no idea how I'd even think about jumping into Halloween costumes. So I kind of put that to the side and didn't think a lot about it. Then we got back together in August and she's like, hey, are you doing it? Are you doing the Halloween costumes? And I'd done a couple of other things at that point and I thought, you know what? Maybe I should try it. So I ordered a few things, tried to get comfortable with the idea. That was this first video and I really enjoyed it. And I thought, you know what? It couldn't hurt to reach out to this company that had contacted me before about possibly collaborating. Enter XPluswear. Y'all, this company is like a whole vacation. It's such a trip. I will say that this is not my typical aesthetic, like for normal everyday wear. But in the event that I want to be like Elvis, the Vegas years, a fantastic piñata, an alien goddess, or even a Super Bowl headliner, XPluswear has me covered. They have some incredibly fun, incredibly unique offerings, but it is a little bit outside of my normal comfort zone. So we got in a conversation. They were super amenable to sending me some items. Their entire Halloween lineup has some amazing pieces that have lots of detail. I'm ready to get into it. I decided to save the ones that I'm most excited for to the end because I think that they're worth waiting for. Let me tell you, this first one, whenever I opened it up, I thought, there has to be a mistake. Like there's no way that I chose that costume, but lo and behold, I did. I did, I went back. Sure did. This is gonna be Poison Ivy from Batman. It's obscenely short. So for your comfort and mine, I'm wearing leggings. Here we go. Ivy, Poison Ivy. Sorry, Lulu's right here. This costume is incredibly short. In fact, whenever I first tried it on, my daughter said, don't worry, Mom, it's not too short. If you don't bend or anything, no one can see your underwear, which is not exactly the level of modesty that I'm going for. But I do think that it is very cute, especially with leggings. I just got these on Amazon. I also got my little face jewels for Amazon. I really think that they're awesome. And they reapply with eyelash glue. I had to shoot this yesterday, had an audio issue. I'm shooting it again. So I'm testing out the whole eyelash glue situation. I really think that this is a fun costume. I feel like a true Batman villain. The sequins are not itchy. They're actually pretty soft. It is lined like with this black. You can see it is here too. So it's not itchy on your body. Even if you decided to forego the leggings, it wouldn't drive you crazy, but there is a pretty serious little slit right here. Y'all just be aware. I have Bat Dog, but Lulu didn't want to be Batman. She's a Bat Dog, and she's way more adorable this way. I do think that this one's great. When I first tried it on, the length did kind of scare me, but it is a nice little three-piece set. It comes with the green little body dress that already has all of the ivy all over it, and then it has the gloves. What I like the most about XPluswear and then these shops that do costumes that are targeted to plus size is that the accessories are actually plus size. So there's nothing tight on the arm here, which I think is great. And I will say that whenever you're ordering, order based on your number size. So sometimes the number of X's don't line up, but if you're a 20, order whatever their equivalent of a 20 is, or go by the size chart. But I will say that the numerical size has always worked for me. So my next one is Little Red Riding Hood's big sister, I think. It's really cute. It's definitely a different take on Little Red Riding Hood. And I really hope that whenever I take these things off my forehead, I don't have to completely redo my makeup. Why, Lulu, what adorable ears you have. I'm Little Red Riding Hood's older, kind of sultry sister. This is a really pretty costume. I will tell you that this is my husband's least favorite, not because he doesn't think it's cute, but because it is heck to zip up. This is not one where you could just get dressed on your own. You need an assistant. I'm gonna say it again. You need an assistant. This is a really pretty Red Riding Hood. It's got this corseting in the front. This is not a separate piece. It's all one dress. If you pull this down to where the corseting's like really in the right place, you're gonna have a whole lot of bra showing. I would feel okay with like this beige color bra underneath it. It sticks out a little bit, but it makes me feel I don't know, a little more comfortable. The cups are nice. I really like the black over the red. It reminds me so much of like Kate Winslet in Titanic. Y'all know the dress I'm talking about. Like I really wanted something with that black overlay when I was in middle school or high school because I thought that it was like the epitome of fancy. One day, me and Kate Winslet are gonna be twinning. This is a two-piece set. It's got the hood, it has the dress. The hood is completely removable, not attached at all. The dress has a full zipper in the back. It's a concealed zipper, so it is, like I said, a little bit hard to zip up. This is an optional slit. It has two casings and string that you can tie so you can pull it down kind of as high or as low as you want. You can have it all the way to the ground or you can have it way on up here like I do. So this one is really fun. It's certainly an adult choice. I don't think that these are quite as modest as some of the Amazon ones, but they are super fun. For my next one, we're going to the circus. Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. This is the lion tamer costume. Lulu was the lion, but she had to wear a mane and she did not like it. So it's hanging out down here on the floor. But this is a really crazy fun costume. It is incredibly well put together. I feel like it has some good proportions, even though it is incredibly short. It's a 4-piece set. Here's the back. Here's the front. It comes with this little bow tie, which I almost think could be a choker. And what do you think? Maybe look better? I think maybe the bow tie is a lot, like right up here. I don't know. The jacket doesn't come apart. It's incredibly stretchy. It's not incredibly hot and it feels like a really nice stretch velour. This is pieced, which I think is nice. And then it's finished with the gold, which is very pretty. And then this is kind of like a tube dress. It is just elastic. There's no zippers to it at all. It's just kind of a little two-tone tube dress that allows both pieces to kind of move separately, which I think is nice. And then the hat, which is cute, but it's got some heavy interfacing, which makes it a little bit stiff. I did add some tissue paper in there. It has elastic underneath my chin and it is attempting to choke me just a little bit. If I were to wear this to a party or something, I'd probably want to come up with some other solution for the hat, maybe hot gluing it to a headband or something like that to make it a smidge more comfortable. Just like the Poison Ivy, filming them again. I did not wear the little sparkly fishnets then because I just got them in from a company called Cider. I thought, hey, you know what? Let's try them with this because it's short. I got a lot of legs showing between my crazy boots and the dress. And so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna think of them, but I thought I was gonna throw them on. And then these boots are from Torrid. I've seen similar boots almost every year and never thought of a practical reason to wear them. I still don't have a practical reason to wear them. I don't know if dressing as Hugh Jackman from The Greatest Showman counts as practical, but you can vote. If so, then absolutely practical reason to wear them. I think that all in all, this is a super cute outfit. It does lend toward like the sexy end of Halloween costumes, but I kind of feel like I could put black leggings on and make it a little bit more modest because up here I don't have any cleavage really showing. It's really just the length and my crazy boots that make it that way. Next we have two of the ones I'm most excited about, which in all honesty, this one falls in there too. Like my 3 absolute favorites are these last ones and I really like them all. In my last one, I had my husband come out and vote. After yesterday, we had him vote and he voted high on every single one. And I thought that that was kind of a waste. Like for real, every single one of these was a 7, 8, or 9. And then the only reason that points were deducted for Red Riding Hood was because of the difficulty in zipping. The next 2 are making my Disney villain dreams come true. So let's step into Alice in Wonderland and see what we got. Off with the head, the queen and the king. This costume is absolutely gorgeous. I love that it's pieced. Each of these layers are sewn together. It's beautifully done. It's a very soft satin and the collar is a beautiful pop-up collar. It has 2 really nice layers of lace at the sleeve and then it's appointed with all of this gold as trimmings. I think that it's really fun. Lulu has just run in there and she's trying to chew that crown up. It's very appropriate that it has a nice series of heart because I love it. The best thing about it is that it comes with a full hoop skirt. I'm so excited about the possibilities of what I can do with this bad boy. It's a 2-piece set. It comes with the dress and with the hoop skirt. The one downside that I see to this is that the collar likes to fall. Look, it kind of does that every once in a while. And so if this does happen to be the costume that I choose to wear, then I'm gonna have to do something to figure that out. But I do think that it's lovely. I think it makes a statement. Part of this that is stretch is this black and white checker right here. Everything else is a satin. I got the crown actually a while ago on Amazon. It seemed like it was perfect for this. If it's still on Amazon, I will link it below. I really think this is nice. Our friends are going trick-or-treating together and we're going as Alice in Wonderland characters. I am either going as the Mad Hatter from the first video or I'm going as the Queen. I really think that it's good for us to get into like the fun of Halloween and I cannot wait. Last but certainly not least, this is half of the costume that I was really looking forward to the most. So the rest of the costume is really what makes it, but having this dress that's actually essential to the rest of the costume, but having it detachable is an outstanding feature. The rest isn't inflatable, and most likely there's gonna be some point, whether you're doing a Halloween party, a trunk or treat, or just going out trick-or-treating with the kids, having a block party, that kind of thing, you're probably going to get tired of that. And there is something to be said for being able to take it off and still being in costume. It still does kind of scream Ursula to me. The bottom has a nice little gathered section, and so it flares out. A little bit of the vampy dress still going for it. It does have some thumb holes, and I'm a sucker for thumb holes. But one thing that I do want to note is that it is incredibly long. I'm 5'10", and right now I'm not wearing any shoes because I think that as a sea witch, if I don't want to, I don't have to. If I was wearing heels, it would like barely grace the ground. Standing flat on the ground, it is pooling. There are several places where you could easily take it up, but I just want you to be armed with that knowledge that this is a long underdress. I'm gonna show you the part that makes this amazing. This would probably be easier with a partner, but a partner's not necessary like it was with Little Red Riding Hood. We just turn this on. This little battery pack takes 4 AA's. They were not included. The cord was actually like zipped up in there. When you're inflating, you've got to make sure and zip this zipper to help keep the air in. And then this guy in the orange, I like to flip it on that same side and just turn that side to the back. Then you leave the fan going. I think this is really awesome. Look, it's hilarious. Some of my tentacles are longer than others. They have different shapes to them. I really think this was a well-made costume. I actually looked at an Ursula inflatable. I want to say it was at Walmart or Home Depot, and it was around $200, and I get to be the inflatable for a fraction of the price. But I really do. I mean, aside from like fitting through a doorway, this is kind of an ideal costume. You mustn't lurk in doorways. It's a ruse. The Little Mermaid was absolutely my favorite Disney movie growing up. And I think it's just the time that was one that came out whenever I was probably, I don't know, I was under 2nd grade. I don't know exactly the year. I had a good friend. She had red hair, so she got to be Ariel, but I had my choice of any of her Mer sisters, which there were lots to choose from, but they all essentially had the same part. Every once in a while, I decided to be Flounder, but had I thought about it, I would totally be Ursula. Maybe a slightly nicer version. But I do think that this is so much fun. And I do have a wig to kind of bring it all together. Hang on. Okay, the wig is amazing. It was totally cut this way. I just put it on. It feels very Ursula. She's got the locks floating in the sea. I really can't do that because I'm land-bound. And so I think that the cut on it is just really, really fun. The only thing that this is missing is an awesome necklace and that cool, like spiky crown. If we're rating costumes on fun alone, this one is 100% the winner. Back in 2019, our neighborhood started doing a trunk or treat. You dress up, put the trunks out there, the kids would all come, and my daughter loved it. My husband and I put a whole lot of work in, and you know what? He was right. I did enjoy it. Sometimes if we let ourselves have fun and put ourselves out there and let go a little bit of like the self-consciousness of it all, then it just is a blast for everyone around us. So I encourage you guys to have fun this Halloween. I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you did, please like and comment. That helps my channel tremendously. And if you're interested in more content, maybe not exactly like this because costumes are going away by the end of October, but I'd love it if you subscribed. I promise that I'm bringing real clothes and subscription boxes back. I hope that you had fun. I had a blast, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't underestimate the importance of the body language. It's time I take things into my own tentacles.